One of the most favorite movies of all time, for me personally, was The 300. If you haven't watched the movie, take a look at it. It's pretty amazing. The movie itself isn't what I loved. It was the lifestyle of the Spartan warrior. Now, I came from the military. We are cut a little bit differently. A lot of people in the military, in a way, have gone through what's called an agoge, which is the Spartan version. They take these boys at 6 years old and then they start their military training right around 6. They were the most feared warriors in ancient times. They were the most feared. When people heard the Spartans were coming, I'm sure other warriors were shitting their pants. One of the biggest things that I was always drawn to wasn't how physically fit they were. It was how mentally tough they were. See, when you go through an agoge, which let's just use the military basic training, it's a form of agoge. Running, calisthenics, marching, learning orders, discipline. That's all form of what's called an agoge. Once you go through that, it's more of like an indoctrination to a lifestyle. And the Spartans' entire lifestyle was built solely on war. That was why they were Spartans. Everybody else in the community, there could have been farmers, there could have been shoemakers, all of them, they had their job. The Spartans were expected to defend the homeland. That was their job. We're going back to mental toughness. Think about how incredibly difficult it is to get a 6-year-old baby Spartan boy to start this process. To put him out in the elements, in the freezing cold or the blistering heat, to throw them into water and they have to learn to swim or they drown. Learn hand-to-hand combat when they're 6, 7, 8 years old with 14-year-old boys much bigger than them. They learn through pain. They learned through violence in a way. I just find that sexy as hell. I don't know why. I'm just trained that way. I just have that thought process. So this video, we're going to talk about mental toughness. And now, we don't have battles like that anymore. You might have never been in the military, but you still fight battles every day. As men, as women watching this channel, you have your own demons. You have your own struggles. You have things in your life that maybe you're feeling stuck on. And one of the best ways you can level that up is developing this mental toughness, developing this fuck it, I can do it attitude. I might die, but I'm gonna do it. This video, I wanna explain a couple of the things that you can do to develop this mindset, to develop this Spartan warrior's mindset. My name is Jared Shoemaker. This is Magnetic Men's Club. How do we develop this mental toughness? How do we develop this Spartan mental fuck it attitude? The very first thing, and it just sounds simple, is just develop discipline. Have discipline in your life. Have some type of a structure. Whether that is simply, I'm going to start going to the gym 2 days a week to start. You're developing discipline, you're developing the habits, and it's in the habits that you create. Discipline has to come first because it doesn't become a habit unless you do. Take it little steps at a time. Don't be the type of person who stands at the bottom of the mountain and looks up and says, I can't do this. Take one step at a time. Say, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gym every Monday and Wednesday for 2 minutes. This is what I do a lot in my coaching clients who want to lose weight, because once they get to the gym, they're there for at least 30 minutes. But they made a very small step, just 2 minutes. I'm just going to walk in. Well, I already got my stuff on, so maybe I'll go do the stair climber. I'll do that for 2 minutes. Well, I've already been on this for 2 minutes. You know what? Let me make it 5 minutes. So once you develop just a little bit, a small goal, and you do it, you're gonna realize, you know what, I can do a little bit more. I can do a little bit more. And then what'll happen is that discipline's gonna turn into a habit. And in 90 days, you're gonna realize, damn, I've been at this gym now every other day for 90 days. And you're gonna start seeing the change in your body. Or you're gonna start feeling more confident about yourself. You've developed some discipline in your life. That is mental toughness, creating discipline. A lot of guys and a lot of women, they don't have much discipline in their life. They don't have a rigid schedule. And I'm not saying you have to. What I'm saying is if you're trying to better your life, start with baby steps. Along with discipline is just embracing discomfort. Look at when you go to the gym and you haven't been in a while. It's not a pretty sight. The next day, you're sore. It's discomforting. You're like, shit, I got to do this again and again and again. Discipline creates discomfort. Discomfort creates growth. So you have to be able to be okay with being a little bit of pain. It could be something as simple as, again, if you're overweight, eating less. You are going to not feel satisfied. You're going to want to eat more. Your body's going to say, no, you're not full yet. It was actually, that was one of the biggest things that they did, is they never ate until they were satisfied. They were always a little hungry. Number one, it kept them lean because they were in a caloric deficit. It kept them hungry. And you want to be hungry in life. If you're full, if you're satisfied all the time and you're not hungry, we'll use food as the metaphor, but if you're just not a hungry person, you're stagnant in your life. You're not growing, you're dying. So learn to have this discomfort about you, to be okay with, I might not know what's going to happen next. I'm going to try this new thing. I might fail. It's a little discomforting, but that's okay. I'm going to do it. That's going to help build that mental toughness. That's going to help build that once you've done it and you've succeeded, your brain's like, oh shit, you did that? Let's do this now. Let's do that. So you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to just get out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone, my friends, is where all your dreams die. Stay out of the comfort zone. Doing these videos, I'm not 100% comfortable doing them. I'm more comfortable one-on-one coaching my clients. But as I do them, as my ideas come out, I get a little bit more comfortable. I get a little bit more, let's do another one. The third idea that I want to present you is learning to become self-sufficient. Now, this is a hard one because in today's society, self-sufficiency is a dying thing. Most people don't know how to take care of themselves personally. They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to fish. They don't know how to fix basic things. And they become dependent on other people. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and learn to hunt. What I'm saying is you should at least be able to understand where your food comes from. Have that idea. It doesn't just come from the supermarket. It doesn't just come from, the ether. Things have to die in order for you to eat. Catching a fish. I hate fishing, but there is something very satisfying in catching a fish, scaling it, and cooking it. There's something very satisfying to me about that. Going to the gym, something very satisfying about beating myself up almost every day. I'm 48 years old. I don't think I missed many days at the gym. There's something satisfying about that. There's something very satisfying about fixing what breaks in my own house or my own apartments, or at least looking at my car. It's so digital these days, but at least trying to fix something. Learning to fix things as a man, even if it's basic, even if it's learning to change an outlet or rewiring a house or fixing a leak. Some of that stuff is the most satisfying for a man because you took something that broke, you reverse engineered it, and you were able to fix it. A lot of guys will just call a plumber or they'll just call an electrician, but that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you grow. It just helps that person make money. So become self-sufficient. Try to fix these things yourself. It's already broke, so you can't break it more. And if you can't fix it, but you did try, then call somebody. The same part of self-sufficiency is this idea that men are dependent on women, on their emotional well-being. Men need women in their life. Men need a woman to cook for them, need a woman to clean their house. Basically, some of these men that are in relationships basically have a second mom. Guys, one of the parts of the agoge for Sparta, prior to 6 years old, the moms had the kids. They taught them to sew. Most of these guys knew at least minimum 4 different languages. They taught them how to become fully self-sufficient where they didn't need anybody. Learn to cook for yourself. Learn to clean for yourself. Learn to do your own clothes. Learn to be self-sufficient. If you are able to embrace discomfort in your life, creating discipline, this creates resiliency. You now have this thought that I can do anything. I might not be perfect at it, it's fine, but I can do it well enough to accomplish my task. And if I keep doing it enough, I do get proficient at this. If I keep doing it, I do become an expert at this. Resiliency is really the last step in having mental toughness. Just knowing that whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. Whatever happens, I'm going to get through it. If I can't get through it, I'm going to go around it. I'm going to go under it. I'm going to go over it. It's not going to stop me. I'm going to complete my task. If you can embrace all of these ideas and start actually putting them into work, I promise you, your mental toughness is going to skyrocket and you're going to do amazing things. Try it out. Do it for yourself. See, take baby steps at doing this. Take something that you think you can't do and start taking little steps to actually whittle away at that idea that you can't do it. And soon you're going to realize you did it. And that's going to make your confidence skyrocket. It's going to make you mentally stronger. And you're going to be a better version of yourself for it. With that, my name is Jared Schoonmaker. This is Magnetic Men's Club. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when new videos are being dropped. With that, have a great day.